Bro, I gotta turn my whole thing into bombs. What?
Man, this is awkward. What is she doing here? We're supposed to actually be looking for her. It's you, Miss Independent Investigator. It seems you have something to tell me about the fourth laboratory. You mean you came across a cluster of broken down buildings in the laboratory ruins area? Based on what you've said, I think that must be the fourth laboratory. Didn't expect it to be in such complete ruins. I can't figure out the reason for the damage. I can't believe we had an entire thing of passwords just for it to not mean anything, because the thing would just break down anyway. No worries, the Institute only needs a result for now. As for the specific cause of the damage, that will be investigated once the long-term observation station is set up and running. And you also found a huge solid room that looks like an underground vault, but there's nothing in it, right? Except for this empty box and a note left inside of it. This box was indeed used by the fourth laboratory for transporting small samples and documents. As for the note, reads, "May the Creator lead to fulfill the lifelong wish." Sadly, the note is fragmented, so it's hard to figure out what it really means. Was it left by someone? I prefer to believe that it was left by someone. Looks like someone got there before us and took the items from the fourth laboratory. Who are they? Though I'm as curious as you are, I'm afraid we can't reach any further conclusions right now. Anyway, I'll report what we found to the Institute and decide how to proceed with the follow-up investigation. You've done a great job, Mr. Investigator. Anything else you want to know? Could you tell me more about the fourth laboratory? I don't know much about it, but I'll tell you what I know. That laboratory has been around for some years. Even when I was still a student, it was the leading authority in Eridu on the research of special etheric matter. The laboratory held a significant amount of rare special etheric materials, which is not only dangerous, but useless to most people. Yet, it's a priceless treasure to researchers. Who else would be after them? Not rebels with significant research capabilities. Thank you for telling me. You're welcome, and thanks for your hard work. Next time there's a suitable job, I'll be sure to consider you first. And then she's back to going missing again. How nice.
Miss Independent Investigator, you're back. Are you here for me? Are you saying that you found my master's gravestone deep inside the turbulent corridor? I should never be describing a hollow in these terms, but that sounds like a place with low ether concentration that feels kinda nice. My master's body may be turned to dust, but I always heard that dust can't get corrupted. I'm happy that the hollow never took her away from me. Thanks for the help. Thank you for visiting her.
I've got something for you.
It's a photo of my master. Really? Can I keep it?
Don't worry, I asked Ray, and there's no one who deserves it more than you.
Thank you. I will treasure this forever.
Alright, well, that's the end of that thing. Now I've got other things to do, as in continue the side quest with, Ray's whole thing of business here. I just need to do, like, one more thing here, but the problem is, I have no reason to go back inside Withered Domain. I guess I could go in Withering Garden and do like a super duper easy run sometime, just to get the 80 things from that. Which, as a matter of fact, how many of these do I... Oh, I don't... Yeah, I need way more. So, it is time to start making progress on this side quest in Lost Void, which I might record it entirely. I don't know. This one has set dialogue and set encounters, so I guess I kind of have to. The fight's over. Why not take a break? I can tell you're a bit tired. And yeah, it's also like Christmas Eve today, so as much as I want to still get stuff done, I don't expect getting anything done, because of course the family wants you to be with them, so you can't say no. If you push yourself too hard, there will be consequences. How was it? Did the battle now just get you fired up? If that wasn't fiery enough, how about a glass of nitro fuel? That battle was satisfying. That's how an overlord should fight. But after the battle, we should rest properly. Can't be reckless now. There's also the judgment of an overlord. I mean, that's also not theirs. Alright, which way do we want to go? What was this one again? Gear. And since we're doing the story-specific versions of these quests, I should be trying to get all the items. It's not about making a strong build, it's about getting a bunch of items for more polychroma.
Time to heat things up! Woo!
Only one way to go. Alright.
I heard there's been trouble around here. Might be a good business opportunity.
Do you know anything about Ray?
What? You're looking for someone? I might have some clues for you. I saw that missing woman before. She kept mumbling about investigating some abnormal zone and ventured deeper into Hollow Zero by herself. If you're going further to find her, you better be mentally prepared. If Ethereal's there are no pushovers. But more importantly, how about we do some business?
Speaking of gear coins. Let's see, we want to go challenge a challenge, and then I can go to coins. I guess I'm gonna take a weird look at that.
I won't budge! Even one step!
You know, even though, of course, I've turned myself into a guy who's trying to
I'll keep it burning!
do all of his business, like, he does not want to be disturbed in the middle of it all. And, like, that's really not a good thing,
Being happy's what counts.
especially when it comes to holidays,
Home is where the
family.
head is?
But, like,
No, you're the prey.
I just want to get my stuff out of the way. I mean, everyone feels this. You got relatives over. And then you gotta go play those boring little board games. Like, you don't want to go play those board games, you know? And then you gotta do Pictionary, and then you're like, you don't want to do all that. But then you kind of have that choice.
Not one step further!
That's pretty much what my day is gonna be, and also tomorrow. Then you gotta
No
watch movies.
escape.
And you're someone like me, you're really not all up into watching all that stuff. Just movies.
Here's a
just
taste
bore
of
you.
the abyss. In here!
So I don't see myself getting much done today or tomorrow, since tomorrow is actually Christmas. I mean, what about Ray?
You're looking for a missing person? She did exchange some goods with us. She said something about conducting an investigation. We don't know much more than that. If you're looking for her, better bring supplies.
Energy generation just got reduced. That's not good. Huh? Did you just do the same thing? Oh, no, I'm hitting details. You gotta keep grabbing what's new, because that way you can fill out the whatchamacallit and get more polychroma. And since it's a tutorial stage or a story-specific one, it can't be impossible. And this is also more specifically doing
Nice work, Bernice.
when they're not exactly
Not even close.
situations with the
I
whole
won't
household.
budge. Even
I
one
don't want to
step.
be forced into this thing and constantly listening to them. So, yeah, I got a good reason to not want to be down there. Except until when I'm forced to. So, there's that. What's this? Can we decode this? This must be the clue Ray mentioned. Any chance you can decipher the video data, Fairy? Moments later, Fairy plays the stored data, and a familiar figure appears on the video. Oh. Thank you for accepting my investigation request, Miss Miyabi. It's truly a personal career highlight to enlist the help of a void hunter. Let's skip the pleasantries. What is the mission? It's a simple investigation of the Ether Anomaly Zone, commonly referred to as the Lost Void due to the frequent disappearances of investigators in that area. The ether fluctuations there have been quite unusual as of late. They seem to be synchronizing with the frequencies deep within the hollow. If we deploy a large-scale force for the investigation, prolonged operations may only serve to attract more ethereals and cause unnecessary trouble. That's why we need someone like you, a powerful solo combatant, to smash through the ethereal ranks and collect ether samples in a short time. Sounds simple enough. Barely qualifies as practice for me. All I need to do is slash my way through. That may be an overly simplistic summary, but it doesn't matter as long as the goal is achieved. Here's some gadgets for you. They might come in handy. Oh my god, they just like maxed her out. The Ether Anomaly Zone is nearby. We'll need to collect enough samples to complete the mission. I'm sorry, did she... One of her... Are you telling me that one of her gear items literally gives her... Come on, I know the move's name.
My blade is already sheathed.
Come on, I know the move's name. We all know the name. Stinger, yeah. She gets Stinger with one of her gear items? Everything. I can just hear Dante. Yeah, break down. Though every time I do something with Miyabi, I just keep hearing Virgo's
Victory. The only option.
though Miyabi is not being touched and touched. Something isn't right up ahead. That familiar ether disturbance. It feels similar to the Dark Wall. I'm afraid the investigation has to end here. What do you mean, Chief Miyabi? Anything involving the Dark Wall must be reported before we proceed. This is an agreement between Void Hunters. So this place is similar to the Dark Wall. And what was that about a Void Hunter agreement? Miss Hoshimi, what exactly... I'm merely stating my judgment. Due to prior commitments, I can't get into the details. I see. In that case, let's call it the investigation for now. I'll find alternative methods to continue. After playing the stored data, the two siblings discussed the video they just saw. I was about to say.
I didn't expect Miyabi to be involved in this. So she was the one who discovered that abnormal ether zone. But why didn't she go investigate? And what's this agreement between Void Hunters?
I feel like a lot of things aren't adding up. We'll have to find Ray and ask her.
The place in that recording is probably the abnormal ether zone Ray wanted to investigate. If we can get there, we might find some trace of Ray.
Fairy, can you find the approximate direction of the abnormal ether zone based on the ether activity in this area?
Of course, Master. While you were leisurely watching your videotape, I have already scanned the surrounding ether activity. I will utilize the landmarks that appeared in the video to guide you in real time.
That was fast. Good job, Fairy. I'll let the extra electric bill charges this month slide for now. Better get going, Belle. Let's find Ray.
It says new, we get it. Alright, on to the next place. Did that say that only was a minute of playtime in that area? That's gotta be wrong. Whoa.
This supply station has so many goodies, still usable once you get them a good clean. Are you from the association? Whew, take this. You never saw me here, got it?
This one's a straight line. Avoid
This party is just getting started!
Why did you focus one enemy? Why one?
Now, you're the prey. Let's make this quick.
New. Can I hit a refresh at the same time? Wow, you can. Good to know. Oh, wow, I didn't think we were going to find you that fast. For now, we should retrieve the hollow observation data nearby. There's an observation point I previously set up nearby. I need to analyze its data to confirm whether my assumptions are correct. The area is swarming with ethereals, though. We'll need to deal with them quickly. You already know that's like, she's like, oh, hey, so I need you to do this. Like, she's not missing? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, she wouldn't even acknowledge that.
There's more to battle! And to glory! The final act begins now. I won't budge! Even one step! Bernie's ready!
As expected, the results match my previous estimates exactly.
I don't remember if she was voiced, like, ever. I really don't remember.
I did some calculations before entering Hollow Zero. The results showed that the ether activity here would peak soon. When that happens, it might draw in that powerful being. I'd say its threat level might be on par with Nineveh. No, perhaps even tougher to deal with. After all, it can manipulate ethereals as its pawns, causing them to behave unpredictably. And that's what's been catching us off guard.
No wonder those ethereals seem smarter. Like they're starting to grow brains.
Why are we talking to her just normal now? Aren't we supposed to say, "Oh, Dr. Ray, you're okay"?
What's this entity after anyway?
Its goal is likely to increase the ether concentration here, to set the stage for its own descent.
I'm sorry, did I black out? Did I miss a page? Why are we so chill?
Descent?
Why is Belle so chill right now? We literally just went through a whole thing being like, Dr. Ray is missing. I thought we were gonna have to go through the entire side quest before we saw her again.
Yes. Just like how some fish can only survive in salt water, that entity needs the surrounding ether to be active enough to move from the depths of Hollow Zero to the outer areas, increasing the number of ethereals to amass ether. That's what the entity is trying to do. It'll make its descent when the ethereal population peaks, when the ether activity is at its highest. But it's not too late yet. If we can lower the ether activity in this area by eliminating ethereals, we can stop it from manifesting and force it back to where it came from.
Eliminating ethereals. Now that's a job I'm more than familiar with.
This is why you're my most trusted, independent investigator. So easy to work with. Now that we're on the same page, let's get ready to move. The data shows that entity is fast approaching.
I don't get why we're so normal about this. Ray, it makes sense for, but us? That storm better not knock out my power. Yeah, I know that. We know what you are. I need new things. Alright, there we go. Let's go. They're dead. What in the world? Is it going to take him or turn him into an ethereal? Oh, it turned him into that. Alright. So we got something out here that's turning people. Interesting. Interesting indeed.
Here's a taste of the abyss.
Nice work, Bernice. Time to shine.
Sure, no escape.
I'm here to like that. Ooh, hey, let's have some fun. Now. There's more to battle. The glory. I'll keep it, Bert.
Oh, hello.
The final act begins now.
I'm on fire! Ready for a fiery feast? I won't budge! Even one step! You like that?
I don't know. No one told you to stop, so keep it going.
Hey! Let's have some fun!
Now, you're the prey.
There's more to battle! And the glory!
Wow, really? I missed because of that.
Yep. Let's make this quick. The final act begins now.
Courage is power! Now I just...
As expected of the Overlord.
Unbelievable. Oh, we actually did it. The surrounding ether activity is dropping rapidly. That entity actually backed off. But, it disappeared so quickly. If only it had stayed a little longer, I could have gathered more data. What's with that look? Relax. I'm kidding. If it weren't for your timely arrival, I'd probably be ethereal Chow by now. Thank you, my most trusted independent investigation team captain.
The unbearable weight of trust. Could you give me something less intense next time?
Well, even if you say that, an ace like you is someone I call on only in a crisis, just like this one. To be honest, I had anticipated that the abnormal ether activity might bring trouble, but I didn't expect it to be that particular one. If I'm not mistaken, that corrupted being is the one labeled Geppetto in the database.
Let me guess. He's got a little boy who tells lies.
Geppetto? That's its name?
I believe so. I found some of its records when I hacked into the database. A lot of details match the data we just collected. Seems like the higher-ups at the White Star Institute know more than I thought. Perhaps I can access more info if I curb my rebellious streak and act like the obedient little researcher they want me to be.
Nobody told me that Lost Void was going to be connected to Liza P.
Wait, you hacked into the database? No wonder you got a warning.
Hey, it was for research purposes. Maybe my methods were a bit extreme, but the results were good. And I even got details on Geppetto. You see, that's what we call the end justifies the means. The fact that I'm still standing here chatting with you after hacking into the database says a lot about the higher-ups' attitude. They still need me to handle things in Hollow Zero, so they're turning a blind eye for now. Bringing back data on Geppetto will make me more useful to them. As for the connection between Hollow Zero and the Dark Wall, I should probably wait until things calm down before looking into it further. Plus, those files on the first-generation Void Hunters really intrigue me. Why would the Institute lock those documents down?
What exactly did you see in the database? I want all the details.
Unfortunately, it was just bits and pieces. I'll need time to work through it and verify it. I'll let you know once I have concrete conclusions. After all, there aren't many people I can trust these days, you being one of them. Don't worry. I'll tell you as soon as I have more information. My most trusted, independent investigation team captain.
Wait, what are you planning to do? Don't tell me you're gonna hack into the database again.
Oh, don't you worry about it. I'm simply planning to return to the outpost and do some perfectly normal research. But just the thought of having to deal with all those questions and paperwork once I get back is giving me a headache. And since I went into Hollow Zero without permission, the higher-ups will be furious. Even if they don't fire me, I'll be writing self-reflection reports for a month. Ugh. All I want is to analyze the data on Geppetto. I don't have time for all that. Oh, by the way, do you happen to have a self-reflection report template I can use? If you do, please send me a copy.
No way. I'm not writing that for you.
All right. I was just joking. I'll have my Bang Boo take care of trivial stuff like this. It's used to working overtime after my training. So, my most trusted
Okay, you can stop repeating that.
I'll take full responsibility this time. The glory of being a hero is all yours.
Cool. I'm going, as much as I'm not actually stopping the video yet, at least I don't really feel like I should, I'm gonna stop recording for a moment because of the fear of the storm taking the power out and me losing the footage.
You filled me in. If I'm being honest, we couldn't have managed without you. If you hadn't acted fast and stopped more ethereals from emerging, things could have been much worse. On behalf of the Defense Force, I thank you. Your contributions will not be forgotten.
That's going a little overboard.
Not only saying this out of politeness. In the Defense Force, we actually have a contribution list. Make sure your name is on it. It's an honor you deserve. The people on this list are by no means ordinary. The Defense Force meticulously records their life stories, from the moment they make outstanding contributions until their glorious final sacrifices.
Yeah, I'm not dead yet.
Giving praise is not my strong suit, so bear with me. Back to your latest investigation. The existence of a corrupted capable of controlling the other ethereals is truly bizarre. That thing's called Geppetto, right?
Yes.
Good. I'll remember that name. It certainly caused us no small amount of trouble. And it's a formidable foe. I need to come up with a summary of this operation. We can't let the surrounding ether activity continue to increase. We'll need to dispatch more investigation teams into the Hollow Zone and organize a battlefield purge to clear out the ethereals.
Maybe I can help.
You're every bit as capable as the investigator Ray selected. However, you just completed a rescue mission and might be a bit fatigued. Go rest.
Finally done with reporting in. Thankfully, the higher-ups didn't overreact. They're simply following protocol to hold me accountable for leaving my post without permission. It seems the intel we brought back is incredibly valuable. I owe that to you. Be more cautious next time. Of course. Now that I have a reliable ally like yourself, though, I can relax a little. Here, take this. Don't worry, it's nothing suspicious. Just some discarded documents of mine. Any contents of value has been destroyed in accordance with the Institute's regulations. Now it can't even be read. Nothing but useless junk. Feel free to toss it in the clutter pile. You definitely won't need it. Something is up. I'm just giving you some worthless scraps as a keepsake. Nothing more. I still think something's off. It's good to be skeptical, but being being overly suspicious might keep you up at night. Try to trust me a bit more. After all, you're the independent investigator I trust the most. And then they want me to actually go do a normal battlefield purge. Well, crap. By doing one, I'm gonna be done with an entire week. Well, I do one, I'm gonna be done for the week. Man, I should have done this crap last week. But I really didn't think it through. Ugh, I'm an idiot. Well, I don't have to record the whole run, so... The situation in Hollow Zero is pretty complicated. You ready? Before heading out, be sure to bring essential gear. Well, if you're having trouble deciding what to bring, just close your eyes and grab one. I personally selected all of this gear. Whatever you choose, you won't be disappointed. A part of me hopes that's the only dialogue I'll have to read as I go through this. Probably not, though. What to do? You must be the independent investigator. Please, keep going forward. I'll be right behind you. By the way, here's some supplies. Take your pick. Yeah, the dialogue for encounters is not exactly as interesting as going
There's nothing
through...
to do. We should practice the blade. You strike first.
It's just not as interesting as going through Simulated Universe and Honkai Star Rail when you run into these things. It's not as interesting.
Sorry I'm late, Yamagi. Got it!
Let's hurry it up. Roger. Fine. Evade. Scatter. My blade is already sheathed. Surrender. Okay, I'll handle it. Secure the perimeter. At your service. It's pointless to resist.
Cause